Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about these trigger attachments for spray cans. What do? Do they work? Is it worth it? Let's find out. I get a lot of people asking me, should I get one of these? What do you think of them? And well, let's for starters talk about what they are a little bit. It's just a little attachment that goes on top of a standard type spray can. It can also go on top of the older style nozzles, and it's pretty straightforward. You pull the trigger and the thing in the middle comes down, pushes on the spray can. Pretty simple concept. They're easy to attach, and I'll spoil the surprise for you. They work. They'll spray your cans. You do need to make sure, of course, similar to normal, that your spray cans are well shaken. It does prevent the issue that a few of you have, and I know this from talking to you, where your spray cans are spitting because you're pushing over the top with your finger. That's particularly the case on these older style ones. A lot of people start coming over the top as their finger gets tired, and they spit the paint because it hits their finger and it stipples all over the place. So they're good for avoiding that. The whole point of these things isn't really to make you more accurate. It's not to make you spray better. It's just to make spraying easier. It's easier to pull on this trigger. You can use 2 fingers as opposed to pushing on the top of the can all the time, which is fine, especially if you are going to be spraying large areas, if you're not able to switch hands when you're spraying, if you don't know how to spray with your thumbs. Like when I'm spraying, I use 4 different digits. It's not a problem. And again, if you're doing large areas, yeah, you can tend to get some fatigue. So I know we've had a couple of older people who work in the shop here who will use this because their hands get tired. It does work quite well for that. They're not difficult to keep clean, and you can reuse them as many times as you want. You can put them on as many cans as you want. You cannot use them on these cans, and so you might be thinking, well, why don't I just get this style because this is a trigger spray? I hate these cans. These tend to jam up. You can't replace the caps on these like you can, like you can on these ones. Like if your cap gets jammed up on this one and you've just got a spare one kicking around from a prior can, you can switch them out. You can't really clear these ones. So there are some issues with this style of cap that make some people less fond of them, myself included. I would say if you're looking for a trigger spray and your colors are available in both types, something like this makes sense. Let's go try it out. We're gonna head into the spray booth now. I'm gonna continue narrating, so I'm not gonna be wearing a mask, but I'm only going to be spraying for a very short period of time, and then I'm going to shut her down and fire on the fans and pull all the fume out of there. So don't worry, it's all going to be good. But if you're spraying, especially if you're spraying for a long period of time when you're going to need something like this, wear a respirator, guys. Wear a mask, protect yourself. We all know paint is bad for your lungs. Also, I have some new designs of the Angove guitar shirts available down below the video. If you want to help support the channel, feel free to pick one of those up. All right, let's hit the booth. All right, we'll just demo this really quick because conceptually it's very straightforward. I'm just painting the bottom of like a baker's tray here. On a digression, I polished up the bottom of one of these once, like really polished it, and then took it tobogganing because I'm Canadian. The best comparison I can come up with is if you've ever seen the movie Christmas Vacation, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's, yeah. She moves. Okay, so this will work on, like I said, both the vintage style cap and the newer style. So all you're gonna do is pull this part to open this up. Make sure, please make sure it's painting forward because it'll spray one way or another and you don't want that shooting all over the inside of this thing. Test it out, make sure it's actually shooting out the front. And then yeah, it's just as easy as that. You just pull the trigger and spray. It's easy to control, it's easy to aim. I would say you don't lose anything from using one of these. Like it's similar to normal painting. It just takes a little practice. You can still get the same distance and basically operate at the same speed as you would doing it the normal way. And then just remember with these vintage style caps, spray them upside down for a second afterward to clear them out like that. On the other style, you can use the same, see that's the other sprayer. It doesn't matter though. They're the exact same thing. You just put the same one on, or the same thing on, do it from the top, get it in place, test it out. I did shake these cans before I started filming this piece. You can get same kind of dexterity as you would without it. Makes no difference. Shouldn't say it makes no difference. It makes no difference to your ability to spray. It's just more comfortable, and you can, you know, use one finger, 2 fingers, whatever you need to make it more comfortable on yourself. On this style cap, you can't invert it and clean it out, so just wipe it off and clean it out with paint thinner if you need to, or pick the crap off the end. All works. All right, guys, I had to get out of there away from the fumes. I'm gonna fire on that booth now and pull all the fume out of there, but that's it for this one. That's all I have to say about these. They do work if your hands are getting tired or anything like that. Consider getting one. If you're having trouble controlling a spray can the normal way, this might help because you can aim it this way. I know some of you are very used to using gun style things, so that might assist you. It feels kind of cool when you get 2 of them, I guess. I don't know. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And remember to subscribe so you can see the rest of my painting tutorials and projects. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.